Hey everybody. So I wanted to make a quick video. I'm sure the sound is going to be terrible, but I just watched that video. Ukrainian woman speaks against socialism or whatever it was, and when I first saw it, as I first started watching it, I really appreciated it, really thought it was pretty good. Then towards the end, I sort of had some conflicting thoughts, so I just wanted to share a couple things. First, she kind of lays out a few main points. One, that in the past in Yugoslavia, there was a fairly solid she claims that there was a fairly solid foundation of cultural homogeneity or cultural unity at the very least, but that over time, semi-arbitrary divisions that existed in the society, she mentioned some different religions, are amplified, and there's a lot of attention focused on those. Second, she says social policies that are at fault or imperfect or flawed are then blamed on either the oppressed or the oppressor, and the faults that stem from these ineffective policies are sloughed off onto these religions or whoever, these different groups that are divided. Then she says once the division is sparked by blaming this group, blaming that group, denying accountability, they fuel the narrative that fosters discrimination. Then she says they take sparks, which are the killing of one of these members of a group, which in turn demands retribution from the opposing group. We hear about this all the time in tribal conflicts. There's always this sense of revenge and honor killings of, if someone dies, we have to take it out on the other tribe, and it's kind of an endless back and forth cycle. She says de-escalation is effectively impossible after this because the records of violence become so pronounced and so prevalent. She says that the media continues to fuel this arbitrary division, increasing the depth of the divides between the opposing parties. And then finally she brings up all these instances where de-escalation attempts are ineffective because things are too deep. She talks about just the massive genocide and killing and family against family, neighbor against neighbor that spawns out of this, the decrease in trust. A lot of really valid things that I think we need to pinpoint, we need to look at and realize these are going on right here and now, and she's absolutely right. However, towards the end, she throws out, seemingly with complete disregard to what she just brought up, she throws out some things that I get are pretty controversial right now. Whether or not you're opposed to them or in favor of them, the fact that she's saying, look, these divisions are getting heightened, we need to watch out for that. And then she throws out some very divisive things. She says, you need to make sure you protest in favor of the police. You need to make sure you protest in favor of the right to bear arms, which I am a major proponent of. I am. And then she says you need to exercise your religion. You need to be like America first. All these things which I am in favor of. Honestly, I am. I agree with them. But to post a video saying we need to be less divisive and then throw out a handful of the very issues that we're divisive on makes me think. Also, look into the fact I can't find out who she is. I can't tell what account posted it. Everyone who's posting it is reposting it. We don't know who she is, basically, and why she's delivering this message that seems to be anti-division and then is partisan at the exact same time, which is kind of a little bit like selling medicine and a bottle of medicine that's really just poison or something. So I think we need to be insanely aware right now, because you look at Russiagate, what was the entire message of that? It wasn't they were trying to get Trump elected. It was that Russia was deliberately trying to increase divisiveness in our country. And so wherever we look at that, we need to look at that. We need to stop. We need to be dining with our enemies, so to speak. We need to be talking to people of different ideologies and reminding ourselves of the fact that they're not actual physical enemies. Like whether you're pro-BLM or whether you think it's a scam and it's just trying to get us all riled up and create division, which I think there are fair arguments for as well. We have to avoid civil war. We have to avoid genocide. And the only way to do that is to honestly and earnestly try to break down some of these perceived divisions where it's like evil people and saints on either side. It's time to let it go. Rally for your causes. Inform yourself about them. Continue to work on what you think, but do not do it at the cost of the integrity of our society. So that's kind of what I have to say, and I'm sure there's going to be plenty of people who dislike this, which is ironic, because I'm literally just saying, hey, stay in the bounds, don't kill each other, or don't get to the point where we might kill each other, because it's happened in the past. If you Google genocide, list of genocides on Wikipedia, I guarantee you every single one of those has at least two groups of people who think the other side is demonic and evil and exterminatable. So, it's my message. Peace.